Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Weather Iowa winter weather update. Of course, we've got the potential for a pretty significant winter storm that is going to be affecting Iowa, and we've got kind of a breakdown as to what we can expect when it comes to what is happening across the northern Iowa area. Welcome, everybody, to our studio here as we are kind of in the holiday spirit with my lighted tree in the background there as we kind of go over what is going to be taking place, what's going to be transpiring when it comes to this potential winter storm that we are expecting for our area. Obviously, we'll get started here. We've got a major winter storm that is going to be impacting, I should say, the state of Iowa. Some heavy snow will fall over much of Iowa with this storm system. We'll get into the time frame too. Hopefully, if you're planning on heading home before the winter storm hits after celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday, hopefully you are doing that or making preparations to do that, or you're already home for where you were planning on heading for the Thanksgiving holiday. But accumulating snow that will begin this afternoon and evening and continues through tonight, Saturday night, I should say. Total accumulations 8 to 12 inches over much of Iowa. Most of the heavy snowfall and travel impacts will be on Saturday, but impacts may begin as early as this evening in mainly the western parts of the state. Mixed precipitation types occur at times in southern and southwestern Iowa, leading to areas of lower snowfall totals in that area. And the snow character, this kind of gives you an idea. This is a graphic, of course, provided by our good friends, the National Weather Service in Des Moines. Snow character, obviously, the red shading on the map is more of a wet snow, a wet, heavier snow. The blues indicate more of a drier, fluffier snow, obviously with temperatures in the 20s. I think the low at my house this morning was 13. So obviously we've got some frost depth, so it won't take very long for snow to accumulate on the ground. So it's going to be more of a drier, fluffier snow in mainly the north central parts of the state, northeast Iowa. Farther south, southwest, it'll be more of a wet, heavy type of snow. So obviously if there's some winds, that's going to cause some patchy blowing snow, make for some tricky travel for the upcoming event here. So let's see, we've got that's Saturday evening. Pretty much the entire state transitions more to a drier, fluffier snow with the initial onset. This is through early Saturday morning, and then obviously as temperatures fall, it's going to be more of a drier, fluffier snow as the event takes place. Snowfall totals across the area: Mason City between 10 and 14 inches, Fort Dodge between 12 and 16, Waterloo between 10 and 14, 11 to 15 in Marshalltown, 14 and 19 inches possible in the Cedar Rapids area, Esterville 7 to 10, northern Iowa more of an 8 to 12 inch factor there. We've also got, let's see here, winter timeline impact starting at about 6 o'clock this evening for Mason City, Esterville, Fort Dodge, and the Des Moines area. Modern impacts, and then those will transition into major impacts throughout the day on Saturday. It looks like midnight Saturday night through noon on Saturday in the afternoon, with it kind of diminishing in the evening on Saturday night. So that kind of gives you an idea as to what we can expect with that. That's kind of the travel impact. So obviously starting this evening, winter storm warnings are in effect for the entire state of Iowa. We'll get to the onslaught of when the event is going to be taking place. And then, of course, we've got some cold temperatures moving in after the snow. Temperatures will be below zero on Sunday morning, below zero on Monday morning as well. So get ready. We're going to have some chillier weather. But anyway, this graphic here is compliments of the National Weather Service in Des Moines. Kind of gives us an idea as to the time frame as to when the snow will begin. You can see that Esterville, Algona, Humboldt, Fort Dodge line at about 3 o'clock. And then the other area shaded, which includes Mason City, Lake Mills, Hampton, Waverly, Waterloo, Ames, Des Moines, and Indianola. That is after 6 o'clock this evening. Later in the night for areas farther east, which includes Cedar Rapids and Dubuque and Decorah, areas in eastern Iowa. That's graphic, of course, compliments of the National Weather Service in Des Moines. Obviously, winter storm warning has been posted for pretty much the entire state of Iowa, except for the extreme southwestern corner. Most of Saturday will be the peak duration of the snow event. Snowfall will make it difficult to impossible at times. Consider delaying or canceling travel plans. If you must travel, pack an emergency kit in case you get stuck. Take breaks and know your limits when shoveling large volumes of snow, especially if it's a heavy, wet variety of snowfall. We don't want you to have a heart attack or other health issues, obviously, due to snow falling or snow shoveling or shoveling that snow. 8 to 12 inches seems to be the story throughout the state of Iowa, with some isolated higher amounts across the central portion of the state. Dangerous travel. So I would encourage not traveling during this particular snow event, just with what is going to be transpiring. Thank you, Amy, for watching. And you could share this video with friends and family that may be heading home for the Thanksgiving holiday or making plans to head wherever they're heading. As we wrap up the Thanksgiving holiday weekend here on this Friday morning, I'm going to take a look at some of the models too that have got some information as well. Let's see. I'm going to add this to stage here, and I'll turn my camera off so that way you can really see what is happening here. But anyway, this is it's called the Winter Storm Severity Index, which is a thing put out by the Weather Prediction Center. As you can see, the areas in red, those are major impacts from this winter storm, which include obviously the Mesa City, Clear Lake area, Garner, all of Wright County. The reds, those are major impacts from this particular winter storm, with moderate impacts covering pretty much the rest of the state of Iowa, with some minor impacts in the southwestern corner of the state. So that is the Winter Storm Severity Index that is provided by the Weather Prediction Center. Kind of gives you an idea as to where the severe portion of this particular winter storm is going to be taking place. So that kind of breaks that down there for you as well. Let's take a look at some of the weather models and kind of give you an idea as to when we're going to start seeing some snow and snow accumulation. Obviously, this is it's called the High Resolution Rapid Refresh computer model, which is usually used. It updates very, very frequently, once an hour, usually, and use it during severe weather situations in the summer, and then also in instances like this when you want to get a complete, accurate breakdown as to when snowfall is going to begin. But as you can see there, at noon, snow starts to move into western Iowa. You've got that transition to a mix down by Omaha, with the potential for some ice in that area in the onstart of the precipitation, 7 o'clock this evening. But then snow will gradually move in, reaching the Mesa City area around 6 o'clock this evening. And then by 7 o'clock, all of Winnebago, Hancock, and Wright counties, as well as Franklin County, are all in snowfall. And that will continue throughout the night. It will be kind of a lighter snow. And then Saturday morning, you can see that it picks up intensity throughout the day, through the midday hour, through Saturday afternoon, with snowfall starting to lighten up as the evening progresses and it moves out of the area. So that kind of gives you an idea there. So kind of fits in with what the National Weather Service was saying as far as when snowfall will be moving in, between 6 and 8 for north central Iowa. Those are kind of the areas where that will be taking place. So let's take a look at when the first accumulating snowfall will be occurring. Okay, so 7 o'clock. I mean, you have snow that hasn't begun yet, but you've already got in the western part of the state, 3.5 inches in Denison and Lamars, and that's by 7 o'clock this evening. And as you can see, that spreads. You get some heavier snowfall as the overnight hours progress. This is 4 a.m. Saturday, and then as the snowfall intensifies throughout the day, you can see by 7 o'clock Saturday night, Mesa City's got 13 inches. Fort Dodge 16.8, Denison 16.2, Ames at 18 inches. For our area here where I live, 10 inches in Buffalo Center. Forest City area looks like about a foot. Garner looks like about 13 inches in that area. And Britt, 13 inches in those areas as well. So that kind of gives you an idea. I mean, all the way through, even here along the Iowa-Minnesota border. But it looks like the heaviest snowfall is going to occur in this area here around the Ames area, Marshalltown, just to the northwest of Des Moines. These areas will have the most intense. Look, it's 20 inches there. So some pretty significant snowfall. Obviously, this model will change as the event takes place. So just be ready for that. As we take a look at the upper Midwest, the entire state of Iowa is under winter storm warnings. All of these pink areas here on this map, all winter storm warnings. Those extend all the way up into southern Minnesota to Rice County and the Blue Earth County, Mankato area with winter storm warnings. And those also extend into Wisconsin as well and northern Illinois. So if you're traveling in those areas or have people that are heading in that direction, there's winter storm warnings in effect for those areas. And then winter storm watches still for portions of eastern Illinois and western Indiana. So that kind of gives you an idea. And of course, winter weather advisories here in southwest Iowa because of the potential for mixed bag precipitation, ice, snow, sleet, all that fun stuff that we all enjoy driving in so much, especially this time of year. So it's going to be kind of a learning curve again for all of us to get used to that winter driving. As we look at the current radar, you can see some snowfall starting to begin to develop. Some of this probably isn't reaching the ground at this point in time, but that will change as the day progresses. But snowfall will be moving in to the area here. As you can see on radar, it's kind of already, moving into the western part of Iowa. And then you go up in here into the Dakotas. There's snowfall in that area, and then there's still snow all the way up into Canada. So this is all going to be moving in our direction and moving across the state of Iowa here within the next day or so. So basically, the moral of the story is to just kind of hunker down, get what you need today to spend a day or two in the house, and try not to travel, stay off the roads, let the law enforcement and emergency officials get to where they need to go. They don't want to jeopardize their safety by coming out and getting you when you should be staying home if possible. So that kind of gives you an idea as to what's going to be happening here. We're going to take a look at, let's look at like satellite imagery here. I can stop the motion. But yeah, you already have some clouds on the increase over the state of Iowa. There are some pockets of sunshine, but those clouds will increase throughout the day today as we go to the infrared. Yeah, you can see here some of the heavier amounts of precipitation and some of those higher cloud tops to the west of us at this point. So that's kind of what's going on as far as the weather situation here. We've already got some snow already in Nebraska, parts of South Dakota at this point in time. And that snowfall, of course, is going to be moving east as time goes on. So there you go. That's kind of an idea. And obviously, if you have some questions, you bet, David. No problem. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Good morning, Jennifer. Thanks for watching. Obviously, share this video with family and friends that may need to know this information, as we've got this pretty significant snow event that is going to be continuing for our area throughout tonight, this evening, through the weekend. And we'll keep you informed with the latest weather information from trusted sources from the National Weather Service in Des Moines. I've got a lot of good friends down there that help provide me with some of the information that you see here on this webinar, social media webinar. Thanks for watching, everybody. Everybody stay safe and hunker down. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon.